As I was kind of mentioning, you've all fell victim to the justice system and were sentenced to execution. But along the way, before the execution was carried out, the penalty of execution was commuted to exile and service by your local imperator. And from that point, you were locked up, chained up, handed over to the Imperials, and have been transported from wherever your comfy home is, probably onto a ship for most of you, chained to like an oar and made to row the ship across the ocean, and eventually arrived in some foreign land where you were loaded up into a cart and have been rolling along, bouncing and jostling as you travel the roads. For the last several weeks, you have been stuck in this kind of large prison wagon. So they've just got a covered wagon, and inside it's got benches. It's kind of like a World War II army truck, essentially. And they've got you all chained up to each other and to the floor in there. And that's how you've been having to, travel along lately. Different guards have been different levels of mean throughout the trip, but they've all been mean to some extent. And you haven't been fed properly or gotten any reasonable rest or anything. Well, I guess you get a fair bit of rest, but not from the chains. Every so often they make you get out and dig out the wagon out of the mud and stuff like that. By overhearing things, you found that you are finally going on the last leg of your journey, and you are traveling from a border town called Omanse to a small village by the name of Amonli, and that is supposedly your final destination, where you will finally be given your task and your chance to gain salvation. On this last leg of the trip, you've got yet a different set of guards, the local guards mainly, who are in charge. And you've been able to gather that there is some political people, representative of whoever the local lord is. And there's an imperial marshal who's in charge of you guys, although it's generally better doing other things rather than paying attention to you, because it's a pain in the ass. There's an assemblyman, and there are some representatives of the church, couple of merchants, and some just general hands. So it's a relatively large party, but they don't let you out of your wagon, so you don't know exactly who's in it, and you're only kind of picking up what you've overheard. After about a week or so with this group, going up and down, seems like you're in a dense, forest, and a kind of hilly, mountainous area, and the wagon comes into a place where you hear other people. There's greetings and people shouting things, and it sounds like you're in some sort of civilization. This must be the village you'd expect. And take you in and you're stopped for a while, and then the Imperial Marshal, some of the guards, and hauls you onwards as it slightly starts to turn towards a twilight. You are brought to the side of a large river, which you can hear. They come in and put bags on everyone's head so you can't see what's going on, haul you out, tactic they've done before, and you're told to carefully watch your step as you step onto some kind of a barge or a water-going craft of some kind. And then you go across the river, finally you're unloaded, and they debag you so you can have a conversation and see what the fuck's going on. So, you are on the edge of a vast forest. So in front of you, which is facing west, is a large, impenetrable forest. It looks like it has been relatively untouched and unexplored. And quickly the foliage becomes dense. Behind you to the east, there is a small dock. And on that dock is a cable ferry, which is attached, and which has another dock on the other side, obviously. Past the cable ferry, you can see a small village. There's a handful of buildings and a square and stuff, and you can see right now that there's a big open area where tents have been set up and wagons are set up, and it looks like that's where the party who brought you is hanging out, as well as some villagers. The river is a few hundred meters across, so it might be swimmable, but it's not easily crossable, and there's no bridge. Other than that, you see a bunch of farms, and nothing else of particular note that way. To the north, the river continues up into the forest, and to the south, the same thing. And there are mountains all around. You're in a valley of sorts. The climate is, British. So you've got kind of mixed deciduous evergreen forest, somewhat moist. It's a spring day. We are on a specific day, which will probably matter to you as time passes, but we are in the middle of spring. So there's birds chirping, flowers blooming, and it's generally fairly nice. It is evening, and here with you are at least a bunch of the Lord's guards. So 10 kind of ragtag looking guardsmen with mismatched armor, but they all have, shields and a weapon of some kind. Various little pot helmets and stuff, and they carry the coat of arms of the local lord, which I suppose Jeff's character would recognize, but no one else would. You also have the Imperial Marshal in his half plate with his fancy Imperial tabard. So as the bags are taken off, you're addressed by the Marshal. All right, the lot of ya. Finally reached the end of the line. Get to part ways. Trust you're all looking forward to getting some fresh air. Back and forth.
I'll just stare him in the eyes, defiantly.
He kind of paces up and down like a drill instructor. He says, well, this is going to be your new home for the next year, or until you die, whichever comes first. I think this was explained to you in some way, hopefully, before you got into this journey, but I realize it's been a while. So let me go through the details again. Your crimes will be pardoned if you successfully complete your work here on the frontier over the next year. And survive. So we need you to go into this forest here, set up an encampment of some kind, start making a place where people like you in the future can come and build out from and venture further in. If you're able to clear some of the land and push it back a little from the river, that'd be great. But what you really need to do is gather these specific resources. And he takes out a scroll and unwinds it and shows you a picture of a flower. And he says, this here is what they call a pixie tear. Comes in a variety of different colors. It has special magical properties that you need not concern yourself with. Gonna have each of you have a quota of 13 dozen. A dozen every month. Finally, my video's back. In addition, you each have the job of finding one heartwood tree. He shows you another picture, this time of a large, venerable, gnarled-looking tree with purple bark. One tree, a dozen pixie tears a month. You're each going to get a spot. You're going to be going in groups of 4. Our men will take you out there. And that's where you'll find whatever you need and make your base of operations. When you find the things you want to deliver, you bring them here to the dock. Put them in this chest. Shows the chest. If you found a heart tree, just provide the location of it, and the lot of you are going to have to get together to take it down, because it's going to take probably all of you. If you have anything you need to ask or request or say, you can write notes and leave them here in the chest. There's ink, quill, papers. In addition, if you have an emergency and you want help, you can raise this flag. I'm going to tell the villagers they probably shouldn't come, knowing that a lot of you are a bunch of hardcore murdering bastards. But maybe you can convince them otherwise. That's about the size of it. Don't be doing any more fucking criminal shit. If I get here and find out that there's been any harm to the village, that'll be the end of you. Any questions about this before we haul you off into the wilderness? Are you the scrawny one?
I think we're both scrawny.
There's probably several scrawny people, but he points to you.
I'll starve.
How are you going to be able to tell who's bringing back the flowers?
Well, you're going to be leaving note as to who put it in there, aren't you?
Yeah, but what if I bring back 8 flowers and I write down I brought back all 12, and then you count, there's 4 flowers missing. It's my word against somebody else's.
Well, what's going to happen is once you put your stuff in the box and you fly the flag saying there's something in the box and you leave, some poor bastard from over there is going to come over and get it, bring it back. He's going to give it to the local proctor or somebody he assigns. And they're going to count what's in there. They're going to go, okay, there's a note here that says fucking prisoner 826 there left us 12 flowers. And he's going to see how many flowers there actually are. If there's 8, he's going to cross out the 12, write an 8, put it in his journal, and you're going to owe 4 more.
All right.
Now, I realize that this could cause a problem with you guys screwing each other over, stealing each other's flowers, and changing notes and such, but that's a problem you're going to have to work out amongst yourselves.
Are we going to get any food?
There's food in the forest.
Right.
Aye.
I just wanted to check. So you said, just to be sure, you said we're all murdering bastards. I was actually convicted of embezzling bricks from the public works yard. Are you sure that I'm on that list?
Well, you're here now. I don't know what the fuck you all did. Maybe you aren't all murdering bastards, but you're all high criminals anyway, that's for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Are there other people here, other exiles, or is it just us?
Yeah, no, there's 20 of you altogether. And the others will eventually have descriptions, but they're a ragtag group of misfit, chain prisoners like yourselves.
How do we decide how the groups go?
Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I look panicked for a second. I looked to either side. Let's not be hasty. I mean...
Alright, all the ones shuffle over here. All the twos shuffle over there. When I'm gone, I don't give a shit. You can change your groups if you want. But there's 5 sites, so each of those sites I want manned. And it would seem to me like if your best choice of survival is probably going to be to have 4 people at each site. But again, I'm not going to be here, so do what you want.
I'm just saying, a couple of these people look pretty soft.
Well, it balances out then. Alright, because I'm such a nice guy, I'm actually going to give you food for a couple of days to get you started. So this is your last chance, and then I'm heading out, and these fine local gentlemen are going to escort you out to the locations, along with a local guide, and that'll be that.
Captain, I've never bothered to pay any mind at all to the fate of exiles. How likely is it for a man to survive his year?
I guess it depends on the man. You guys are the first in this particular area, so I don't have any thing to really base it on. But I'd expect that probably, 3 or 5 of you won't come back.
Oh,
Reed starts sort of silently counting people. This head.
You can see there's some kind of a party going on over in like the nice part of the village over there, where everybody's camped. Like food is coming out, and lights are lit.
What was the list of items? I only got the flowers, but the rest cut it out.
Flowers in a tree, yeah.
Flowers in a tree.
Yeah.
Is that it?
All right.
That's all
And,
we need to gather?
13 dozen magical flowers and 1 magic tree each.
Oh, and a magic tree.
Yeah. And the magic tree is going to be difficult, so you probably have to cooperate to get it.
Do we have to cut it down?
have all the groups kind of grouped up now?
Yeah, the groups have been aligned. Oddly enough, the 4 of you are together.
I'm staring at my group. Captain, how difficult is a tree to fell on its own if, say, those casualties start to mount early?
As I hear, the ironwood tree is pretty damn hard to fell. Sorry, the heartwood tree is pretty damn hard to fell. So I would take at least a couple of people.
I am a master bladesmith and blacksmith. I would just like to state that right now. I am of immense importance to the success of this enterprise.
That's fair. You all keep alive.
I'm really good at making fire.
I'm even better at making fire, and we're going to keep everybody alive.
Sounds like a lot of overlap already.
That's the spirit. Well, I got a party to get to, so get yourselves organized here, and the guides are going to be coming across, and as soon as they do, you can take your teams and head out.
So I'm assuming we're not invited to said party?
Yeah. I'm afraid not. I say,
Sure,
make yourself useful to the town. I don't know, maybe you can put something nice in the box for them, convince them to be nicer to you. It'd probably be in your best interests, but I personally discourage them from having anything to do with the lot of you.
Thanks for that.
He climbs back aboard the cable ferry, waves at the other side, and somebody begins hauling it across. The guards look around. One of them says, "Well, we're going to be walking through the woods. No use doing it in irons. We're going to be here all night. Hands out. Let's get you unlocked."
First in line.
So they go around and they undo everybody's manacles and shackles. So there's some trepidation, but they are 10 armed and armored guards to your 20 unarmed, starved, and injured people.
When he undoes my my irons, I'm gonna look the guy who did it in the eyes and go, "Careful, we are all murdering bastards after all, and there are quite a few of us."
You just gave us bread to hit you with, too.
There's a solution to that, you know, says one of the guys. Come on now, can't we all be civil just till we get this done?
I thought the point of this was to send us away from civilization.
And it gets to be to take out my irons. I could read comments on the quality of the irons. If you used a swing hinge there, it would last a little longer. You wouldn't need to oil these half as much.
I'll let whoever the hell makes these things know.
Yeah, he's a hack. Tell him I said so.
The guy laughs. Let's do a couple others.
What's a guy got to do to keep his chains? A little bit of metal would go a long way.
Suit yourself.
Cool. I'll pocket my chains.
Same.
Yeah, I'll keep mine too then.
All right, as you
No,
guys
we
start
all
doing it,
have
everybody's
chain
like, "Oh
weapons.
shit, we better take our chains."
Scramble for the ones that have been dropped.
Now you can, chain each other up.
Now I'm gonna put in my weapon list chain width.
You could probably improvise a whip out of it. Take off the shackle on one end or something.
Yeah, there you
Like
go.
you wrap it around your fist in some kind of brass knuckle type arrangement.
Yeah, there you go.
Put a cinder block on it and make it a flail.
I like it.
So the ferry comes back across, this time with a handful of what must be locals. They just look like simple, peasant kind of folk, as well as some packs. They've got a pack for each group, which includes some food and water, which you can fight about amongst yourselves in time. And with that said, they divide up the guards. You get 2 guards and a guide, 2 or 4 people, and they start walking. You guys have the joy of being the northernmost group.
I'm gonna get chummy with my guards. So, is the captain right? Does no one really know what they use these flowers for? Some senator's wife needs impressing.
I certainly don't know what they're for. That's for sure. A major
imagine.
import from here, though.
I imagine what you don't know is a long list. How about your friend there?
That's above my pay grade.
Walking, do I see any?
No. Well, you gotta
Not
go into
abundant.
Spooky Wood to go find them.
Okay,
What?
so it's just a regular wood.
Is there any kind of lore I can roll on to see if I actually know what they are, since I'm kind of from around here?
Yeah, you probably actually do know what they are.
Huh?
It's a secret of the local nobility.
Is it secret enough to PM it to me and I shouldn't tell these guys, or do you want to just tell us all because I'm going to tell them?
It's probably secret enough that you might not want to tell them how
Okay.
generous you are, but
Okay.
What? We have a guide with us too, right? Is he
Yes.
local?
yes.
I have a skill in academic lore. Could I roll on that? Although it looks like my skills are all broken. Oh no. I was scrolled up. I was off to the wrong side.
What about you, citizen?
Yeah, so academic lore, that's going to be a very difficult. So whatever the one down from insane is. So it'll be a DC 10.
Oh, so I only have a D6, so that means I couldn't do it, right?
I don't think so, no. It depends how many D6 you have.
Yeah.
You have
In
3.
that, I have 4.
Yeah, well, you could scale that up to D10.
Oh,
2
right.
D10s,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So 4 D6s would be the same as. Oh, so you could scales up and then you round down. So then is that how it works?
You subtract a dice for each step of the ladder you go up, so 4 D6 is 2 D10s.
2 D10s. Okay. Cool.
Or
So-
one D12. Let it all.
Or 1 D12.
Technically, your best shot, I think.
Or 5 D4.
correct.
Fail on a broad spectrum.
So I want to give you all the options,
Yeah.
Where is my sheet?
How the heck
Are you
would
trying to roll in alchemy?
Yes. I just roll a random, like a D12.
So there's the little dice in the bottom middle.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
want to
you-
type in the command though, so it's
Really, it
reasonable.
doesn't.
So it's
I'm not getting
slash
it either.
roll.
In the message thing? Oh, right. Slash. It's like /R and then D.
Yeah.
Like 1D12.
So yeah, slash roll 1d12. Yeah. And if you had more than one, then you'd add K.
That's right. Kate.
Yeah. It won't matter because only 1 dice, but.
Yes. You know exactly what it is.
That's a catastrophic failure. You have speculation about a whole number of different things it could be, but you don't know which one. You've got lots of ideas.
All right then.
Your guide is those guys. Is a man in his 30s.
Have we actually split up into the smaller groups yet, or are we still traveling as a?
No, you're gonna immediately split into smaller groups and start walking.
So maybe we should describe what our characters look like.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Why don't we talk
Look
about what the
around.
characters look like?
I will eye them all up and force them to describe themselves. My character is a extremely large man, like possibly the largest man you've ever seen. Not super muscular, but
not
still quite
funny.
large. Imagine the Big Show from pro wrestling. Kind of type guy. But he has a very naturally friendly expression on his face, although he looks kind of confused, and he appears to be extremely hairy. He has a large mop of sandy coat hair that comes out of his shirt in tufts.
That is a big guy.
My guy is just like a Harlequin romance wet dream. He's toned and athletic, curly blonde hair, very chiseled, very groomed, even though his recent exile has left him with quite a bit of stubble and a longer hair length than he normally has. He's like 6 feet, super athletic and wiry looking. Not strong looking, just viperish.
The movie star.
Minister of the group.
Yeah, he's just super handsome, super cool.
No big deal.
No big deal. It's just awesome.
All right.
My guy is about 5'11", dark hair with like sand duney eyes. Also very, very stout but slim, if that's a thing. So like, yeah, narrow looking features. You don't really want to look at him for too long, so.
Sharp, pointy, wiry guy.
Yeah.
And finally,
Yeah, so Oris is like kind of short, like 5'1", so not like a very, like kind of small for a person, but not like midgety small. And he's, wiry and in pretty good shape, and he's relatively handsome. I have like a picture I uploaded that doesn't appear to be actually appearing, but he's kind of conventionally handsome-ish, but not like not fair. He's got darker features.
all right. Oh my God, there's a picture of Razius. It begins. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, I guess.
Just going to go ahead and add
like-
to the journal so we can all enjoy
He's
that.
so handsome that it's just like punchable and immediately infuriating.
Oh, I can't. Oh well. All right.
I want to try and talk to the scout too.
Sure. Yeah, the scout's kind of a middle-aged guy, pretty average looking. He's got a pack and a bow.
How about you, citizen? Any chance you know why they want these flowers so bad? You live around here, right? Surely
Yeah.
you're not a big fan of the Imperials tromping around, stealing all of your beautiful, strange flowers and filling your forests with bloodthirsty convicts.
I just lead a simple life, sir. I want no part of any of this.
Hey, that makes two of us. I would gladly go back to what I was doing.
Much rather be at the feast, but the pay was
Another
something I
thing we
could
have
not
in
decline.
common. You lost me on that last part. Believe it or not, being an exile does not pay well at all. But look on the bright side. I get to hang out with what I assume is a minotaur? Sir, you are very large and hairy. I'm talking to Cam's character.
Yes. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Sorry, I was distracted by my own impending death.
Right. Try not to think about it. That's what I've always done.
I've been thinking about it a lot more recently than I usually do.
Don't worry, we'll keep you alive. I give him a pat as high up on the back as I can. We'll need you to fell the tree, possibly on your own, barehanded. We'll see.
I know how to I can make an axe and a saw, and I can make an axle for like a cart to haul the tree back. And if it
probably
broke
just
halfway,
push
I
it.
could fix it for you. So there would be no benefit to killing me at any point along the way.
Fair enough.
Just saying. Anyway, sorry, name's Reed.
Reed. Were you a citizen, Reed?
Yeah. I think where did I settle on? Did I settle on Imperial? Yes. You can be a citizen living in the province if you live still in the provinces, right? Like,
You have to be a citizen if you live in a province. Yeah.
okay, yes, and I do live in this. Yeah, I'm a citizen. Yes, I was employed by the provincial administration in Dacia, but I don't know. Now I'm here.
And you accidentally sat on somebody and they tried you for murder and sent you here, I'm assuming?
No, I think he killed someone with bricks.
Bricks.
That's what he
Somebody?
said, right?
They say that I was misappropriating state property, bricks, roofing tiles, stone, lumber, stuff like that. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I thought you
Wow.
said you killed a guy with a ton of bricks.
When I figure out who got me into this mess, I will kill him with a ton of bricks. But it won't be like all at once. It'll be like maybe like a brick every 5-10 minutes.
I believe you. However, I would like to point out there are two Imperial guards right there.
Right.
A good way to get 2 years of exile is to admit to premeditated murder. I'm just saying, that's something you might need to consider in the future.
This is probably the kind of advice that would have kept me out of this. I just,
Sure.
yeah.
You know-
Yeah, I don't know who sent why. I don't know who it was. So I just, for your sake, That was a pretty. That was just a pretty general statement of the will.
We ain't no
It was
Imperial
specified.
Guards.
Okay.
Wait, you're a militia? Village militia?
Not from the village, no. Not from the town.
Okay.
I don't care
Then
what
we can
happens
just
to some guy in a
premeditated
province.
murder all we want.
As long as it's not here, I don't care. The other one
Fair
says,
enough.
"Yeah, as long as I don't see it, I don't care." Shut up.
Anyway, yeah, there might have been a bridge collapse involved too, but it's really anyway. It was not. I was in no way. I don't know how it happened. How would you even steal that many bricks?
Normally I would say one at a time, but by the looks of you, probably like 30 at a time, no problem.
Question is,
Yeah.
what would you be doing with stealing that many bricks?
Were you leaning against the bridge when it collapsed?
It's not funny.
I disagree.
What did you say your name was, sir? Aphrodite something?
I am Rasius Tabulara. My friends call me Rasi, and my enemies usually have a hard time speaking past all of their broken teeth.
Well met. Well met. My name is Oris Greystream.
You all have such names. I like it. It's quaint.
Yes, it's a very humble-ish background that we come from indeed. And you, sir, you, the hawkish good looks, what do you hail by?
Who, me?
Yes.
I am Katran. I don't think you'd want to know much about me, though. People don't seem to live too long when you know me.
Shit.
Oh, that's terrible to tell people that you just met and whose survival depends on knowing you.
I like you guys, so we'll see what happens here.
It's nice of him to warn us. Not that there's anything
Fair.
we can do about it.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm not really don't
to
know how to
be-
take that.
To be fair,
First I was
and
mad, and now I'm confused, and now I don't know.
for full clarity, Katrin, are you saying that people around you tend to enter into misfortune and die accidentally, or are you saying that you kill them?
Without getting into my personal past too much, it seems one in both.
No, I really insist when you make broad statements like this that we delve a little deeper.
How relevant is the getting to know you aspect to their misfortunes? Was it the proximate cause they were trying to get to know you, and as a result befell the misfortune, or they were trying to get to know you and befell the misfortune? Right? What's the relation there?
Well, it seems like people I like generally die because I like them, and the universe has some sort of way of punishing me for liking them. But also, I tend to be hired to kill people as well, so...
So 1/4 of our group is cursed, but you're also an assassin. I'd say that evens out.
That's not so
And
bad.
Just
You're
to
not
follow
doing it on
that
purpose.
statement,
You get paid.
you did follow that statement previously with saying that you liked us, right?
So far, you guys
Is there
have
a way not to be
really
liked by
friendly-
you?
Yeah, there's a friendly disposition about all of you so far, so I don't actually know why you guys are in prison, to be honest.
Well,
Murder.
It just explained.
if you liking me means I'm going to die, well, gosh, I need to work with you on my team, so let's keep this professional.
I think that's a good start.
Say you don't need to like me to work with me, but I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up here.
Does anyone in the group know about curses?
No, I don't really follow that superstitious nonsense.
It's only because you haven't been hurt by it.
I
That's
am
fair. I
prepared.
mean,
I'm
I
open-minded
know
to the
I was
existence of
hurt by
person. Sorry, pardon me.
It's okay, just don't ever do it again.
I will endeavor not to.
Look, the man says people around him die under suspicious circumstances for no reason other than him liking them. I don't see why he'd make something like that up.
I don't see why a sane person would tell his companions that, though, either. It might be true, but the fact that he told us makes me question his judgment.
It's because he likes us, but we have to make sure he doesn't like us too much.
Katrin, are you an academic? Have you been through an academy? If so, I would like a percentage. What percentage of people that you like die?
I would say, I don't know, like 30 or 40?
Yeah, that seems high. That seems quite high.
Well, most of the
Unless-
people that I know are usually old, so
That seems better.
I don't know too many kids, so...
I think just to be on the safe side, we should put Catherine on a strict half-ration regiment.
That'll mean that he won't like us for sure.
Yes, he shouldn't like us too much. Not too much. Maybe a little.
Reed, you can eat half of Katrin's food.
That seems fair.
Right,
that?
and then he won't be tempted to eat me while I sleep.
I think everyone should get half, no?
No.
Disagree. This is shaping up quite nice already.
Now, I don't I don't often go around looking for these flowers, but I am from around here. I might be able to figure something out.
Where are we?
Wait, you're from
What? You're from here? Where is here? They said the name of some town, but some place, but it doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, I'm from Eldoria. It's quite my kingdom is quite a ways from here, but we're in the same. Oh, what are they called?
Dominion.
I'm in.
Yes, we're in the same dominion.
And I'm
which is the
assuming that they've built your kingdom, your city, that you're actually from somewhere where it's not just overcast and miserable looking.
Oh, no, they did. They did. It's pretty similar. That's why I think I might be able to use my lore of plants, perhaps.
My complexion will not be happy by the end of this year. That's a shame.
kingdom name is Severtium, by the way.
So do you guys want to know anything else about me?
I don't know. Will it terrify me as much as the first bit of information you volunteered? Do people that you sleep next to spontaneously combust, or
Do any of you have a piece of paper?
No,
I
I'm
have chain. I look at the guards. Do either of you have a piece of paper we might borrow? Some parchment?
Do I look like the kind of guy who carries around paper?
No! Paper tends to have words on it, and I assume you can't read. What about you?
He's got you there, Jim.
If you guys let me go, I'll teach you how to read. I could live in the woods near outside town, and you could come at night and I could teach you how to read.
It's a joke. We do know how to read. We just don't do it too much. Besides,
Give me a
it's a bit of a
paper and I'll show
commute.
you
We
a
got to
trick.
get back up to the town as soon as we can.
Are we almost there?
No. It's going to be another 2 days about of walking, says the guide.
How many days has it been?
Well, it's been about an hour. The spot we're going to is about 3 days north of the village and somewhat into the forest to the northwest.
Can I just keep an eye out for flowers on our way there? Is there like...
Yeah, I'm wondering as well. I don't think they exist this close to the river though, because we've only been walking for like an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I will assume that you're generally keeping an eye out for them, given the importance of gathering them.
Or like one of these trees too.
My god, it's a whole stand of these trees.
Look, a whole meadow full of the flowers.
Looks like we're free.
After a few hours, they do stop and set up camp, fire, divvy out some of the rations, food and water. They give you like a normal ration of food and water as opposed to the half and quarters you've been given to date, largely because they probably don't want to create a mutiny here.
So wait, as soon as I'm not pulling an oar 12 hours a day, you start feeding me.
I wouldn't know nothing about that. We're just here for the last leg of your journey.
It's so you're too weak to escape while it still matters.
Fair.
You don't control an empire with kindness and charity. Although, they're right to do it, but not the best method.
That is very true.
So I wonder, what do you guys think we should do? Focus on the flowers, or just get this big old fella to cut a couple trees down?
I think the hard part will be survival at first. I don't think we have much to go off of. I'm assuming you gentlemen are just dumping us in the forest somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
There's no cabin, lean-to, no cave.
Might be a good idea to build one.
Right.
No, there's no prison food either, I'm assuming.
You won't have too much trouble finding food, I wouldn't think, says the local. Fresh
I
water
look
from
at
the
the
river. There's
berries.
fish in the river.
Are
There's
there any berries around?
various things you can scavenge. Well, not really out near the river, but there might be further in. There's some small game as well. Birds, rabbits, and the like. Some larger things that I wouldn't want to tangle with.
So, what's likely to be killing us out there?
Depends what you believe, I guess. I heard you weren't the superstitious sort, so if that's the case, then wolves, great cats, the bugs.
Wildlife? Alright. And say I was the superstitious type. Then what?
Yeah, all matter of unholy things. They say that the dead walk that woods, but I've never seen it.
Couple of spooks, couple of goblins, surely a troll or dragon or something.
I haven't heard of any dragons, but I've heard about all kinds of other things. There's a million tales of people who went into the forest and disappeared due to some strange circumstance or another.
Come on, there can't possibly be a million.
What's that?
A million tales. Maybe a few dozen.
I hadn't thought about. Yes, you're probably right. There are many.
I take it you're not a fan of hyperbole, Reed.
I'm not a fan of anything that's going on right now.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be a fan of anything happening in an exile, right?
This is my first exile. I'm not really sure. I hadn't honestly really even looked into it in the past. as
Oh.
a lifestyle.
Good point. Has anyone here been exiled before?
No, this is my first exile as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You.
Oh, if I'd known this was even a possibility, I would have done a better job to make sure that I was not falsely convicted of a crime. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah,
I knew it was a thing, but
I've had to send a few people to exile myself in the past.
are you
In
some
what
kind of
capacity
lawman?
Mm-hmm.
does one do that?
Yeah, I was local law enforcement of sorts. Yep, and didn't care for the way that people were running things, and didn't see the big picture. Didn't keep my mouth shut. Just let that be a lesson to y'all that when you get out of here, you love the Empire and you deserve this. And don't go telling people otherwise, because you really don't know who's going to tell who. I imagine there's some nobility who have a sense of humor about it, but I have no idea which ones are which.
Certainly
Well, if I could
no
offer you guys,
senators.
if I could offer you some advice, it would be to, if someone hands you a shipping manifest, read it before you sign it.
Yeah, there's a lot of scoundrels out there. I guess they're still out there.
When you go to stab the person you're stabbing, make sure no one stands in the way.
What?
Yeah, I thought we were all giving each other advice here.
For just a moment, Katran, I thought that was a metaphor,
That's very practical.
Yeah. Okay.
but it wasn't, was it?
Yeah, we'll say it was a metaphor, I suppose.
All right, it's a good metaphor.
Oh, Reed, accidentally here, right? Wrongly accused. Oris, basically sent here to get you out of the way for speaking when you should have been listening.
Sure.
2 mix-ups. Katrin, why are you here?
It was a oopsie.
Oopsie.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Someone
That's what
got
my
in the
mom
way.
used to say anyway.
You mean when she
What?
stabbed someone she wasn't supposed to?
What would the official title of the crime be?
What's that one called? It's what the guard said back there.
Murder.
Yeah,
Right.
But accidental.
but they didn't think it was an accident.
It's good, accidental.
Not to be listening in or anything, but sounds like this guy over here is the only murderer amongst you. Rest of you are in for stuff I don't fully understand, but we can rest assured you're probably not going to stab us in the night, except for that guy.
Only if you get in the way of someone I'm meaning to stab.
And I've killed
That's what I'm trying to say here.
and I've killed people, but they were criminals. They weren't, like you.
See, that's what I'm talking about. People I've been paid to kill.
I mean, technically, we're all criminals now.
And that's why I felt comfortable telling you guys what I'm in for. I mean, how much worse could it get?
I may be a convict, but I'm no criminal.
No, that's exactly what you are, actually.
I'm still certain you killed someone with a ton of bricks, but
All right, this is an interesting development. There were casualties when the bridge collapsed?
So they tell me. I wasn't even working on that bridge. It's all
You're here for the same reason I am.
You also embezzled from a bridge that collapsed?
No, someone was trying to, well, I think, and I lean in and talk quieter. Someone was trying to cover up some corruption, and we were just someone easy to blame. That's what I think. I wink at Reed.
the frowns.
No, Reed, that means I relate to you. I'm not like that with the gentleman.
How many of the 20 of us that they dumped on this godforsaken shore do you think are sitting here having the same conversations? I bet you every single one of the 20 is saying, oh, well, of course, I was convicted of the crime, but I didn't commit it. I think that's probably a pretty common thread.
Surely some people plead guilty.
Of course, but you'd be surprised what people will cop to if they're properly motivated. A little torture here, a little persuasion and threatening there. I knew of a man in a port city who, down on his luck, exchanged a couple of gold to his widow for taking the blame for a vicious murder and rape charge.
Now you're just making up tales.
No,
No one is. I can't believe you.
as a journeyman, you probably haven't felt quite the sting of poverty that Razius speaks of. People can become, well, far worse than that for some gold for their family.
animals really,
Animals.
or worse.
Aye.
You mean like a tree?
What? How is a tree
I
worse
was
than
an
an
animal. Doesn't even make sense. Why was an animal bad? They're just doing. They're just animals.
It's true, actually. Some people would say animals are better than humans, especially dogs. But
Pretty rare. I've met a dog that I didn't like, that's true.
I've met
But-
people that don't like dogs.
You've never met a dog that was trained to tear people up? No? Damn.
Mostly lions and tigers where I'm from.
Yes. It's sad to kill a dog, but once you realize the humans were trained, it's pretty sad to kill them too.
Some people and creatures are not given a very fair shake of life. Better to put them down and move on.
Yeah. That reminds me of this one time that we were trying to push a road through this sort of scrubby area, but then winter came and it turned out it was a floodplain and it turned to swamp, and we just kept pushing, kept trying to push that road through, and in the end we gave up. I don't know where I was going with that story.
What about you, guards? What do you think is worse than an animal?
That was a lot worse than an animal, I'd say.
Like
a person. I've never known
Like
an
a
animal
person?
to come and steal your money or steal your wife or beat you up or take a lady in a dark
steal
alley.
your wife? Did someone steal your wife?
No. I ain't got no wife.
Oh.
Wait, you never worked on a farm? Animals steal people's shit all the time. God.
Why
You guys have to pass the test to get this job?
did you ever steal a wife?
Hey man, I live in the town. I know nothing about no farms.
Yeah, well, check your kitchen cupboard for rats, because I bet they're full of them.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And you don't have a wife?
Wait, you know you have rats in your cupboards right now?
I
Good
imagine.
God. God.
They're around. Lots of rats in town. I still prefer the rats though to most people.
Do you prefer them to cats?
Nah, I prefer the cats.
Then why are there so many rats around?
Fucking no, I didn't make the town.
Alright.
Got a bunch of fucking philosophers here.
Just saying. I come from a place where we mastered the technology of cat. Actually, even simpler than the technology of dog once you get used to it.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. This is in good faith as a recommendation to you for pest control. As a blacksmith, what you want to do is go down to your local blacksmith and ask for some iron shavings. From when they sweep them up by the bagful, by the binful from when they're sharpening the blades and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just stick that in the nooks and crannies. It'll keep them out.
Oh, that's interesting.
While we're walking along, is it okay if I start ripping apart branches to kind of make twine and stuff while we're walking?
Yeah.
Just so that I can make rope.
Nobody's gonna stop you.
Might as well do that.
Break off little branches, little whippy branches.
Yeah, exactly. Or if there's anything else I can see that's kind of useful.
These chains we have, so they have cuffs on them, right? I guess it's just kind of a screw thing. So we could, if we had them, we could relock them ourselves.
Yeah, they don't have a locking mechanism. They've got a hole that you'd drive a pin through.
Right. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna start keeping an eye out as we go along, and I'm gonna watch for a rock that looks like it would be about the right size to fill one of the cuffs. So if I locked it on it, it would be held in place inside one of the cuffs.
Okay. Sorry, you want to let me get this straight. You don't want to lock the cuffs using a rock. You want to cuff a rock.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we want to lock it as well with a rock or some kind of small rock.
Or even a rock that's shaped like this, so you can cuff it in the middle.
Yes, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
A rock just large enough to. Although I'm gonna try to pick it up without being too obvious about it when I find it. So maybe not the largest rock possible, but one that'll fit in there so that I can swing it around.
All right. Well, like I say, you'll go a couple of hours and then stop and set up camp because it's already night. And by the side of the river, the local doesn't look terribly happy to be out here on the wrong side of the river, but he sleeps between the river and the fire, which is itself between the forest and him. So the guards take turns on watch, grumbling about it, and the rest of you, of course, are free to do whatever you want. Sleep would be the obvious choice, but shenanigans are also an option.
What, are the guards going to take a watch?
Yeah, they take a watch. There's only 2 of them, so they just split the night.
Okay. Would it be possible to say that I want to attempt to lightly sleep in hopes of catching a moment when both of them nod off?
You can certainly try. What would that even be?
Sleep check.
Yeah, right? Sight, maybe? How about
Thing?
2d8? Say, I don't know, difficulty of... pretty tired, so difficulty of 8.
And that's a sight one?
Yeah, sight. Well, whatever, how many dice you have in sight.
Let me see. What's the difficulty mod?
10. Or sorry, no, 8, my bad.
8. Okay, I was going to say I can't even do that. Let me see. Am I really good at this? Hell yeah. I got a 4.
You end up just falling asleep. Nothing
Fair
wakes you. It's nice to, be able to sleep out under the stars, even if it is out under the stars. At least you're not in a cramped, wagon full of chains and people. The guards, of course, have, bedrolls and stuff, but they're local. They don't give you anything, because why would they? Anybody else want to try some shenanigans, or are you gonna rest?
I'll rest, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep.
Alright.
Thank you.
Well, the next day, everybody gets up again, has some rations, takes a piss in the lake, all that usual kind of stuff, and head out again. So you've got
Grab some
2 and
charcoal
a bit
from
more
the
days.
fire.
The joys of starting PCs with nothing, watching them scramble around to pick up sticks and rocks and charcoal.
I would never.
I'll get a sight, I guess, from Cam there on trying to find a special rock. It's just D8 of whatever it is. So if you've got a stat of 2, it's 2D8.
Right.
It is on the character
sight.
sheet, though.
Right, where's sight is not good. 1. D8?
It's just D8 is the basic die for all stat checks.
Oh, for all stat checks, okay.
I mean, unless you have a relevant skill.
I do not. Ooh.
It's not going well.
Actually, I do have, I suppose I have academic lore specializing in geology. I should be able to find the right.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Alright, fair enough.
You can tell us about how those rocks are formed.
Realize you know exactly why there are no rocks.
Yeah.
What about me? How's my rope doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You're trying to make a rope out of twigs, right?
Twig skin.
Guys, that's some kind of crafting check, I suppose. I'm guessing you don't have a rope crafting or something relevant?
No.
Textiles? Or...
No, I was just thinking I could do my dexterity because it's like hand stuff.
I feel like there's a know-how involved in that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it probably is dex, so it'd just be a D4 unless you have a craft skill.
Craft skill. Can't think of a craft skill.
It'd be a skill called craft.
Is there a skill called craft?
Yeah.
Do you get
No,
unlimited? You get unlimited D4 things if it makes sense for your character to have them.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
have a craft skill.
Yeah, anything you're untrained in that you want to do is a D4. Unless it's something that you just shouldn't be able to do without specific training or whatever. Like, you can't roll a D4 on Latin if you've never heard of the language, but,
Skill name is crafts and it's in agility, but I don't have crafts, so it's a D4, I guess.
Yep, D4.
And how do I roll that? It's R / R and then D4.
Yeah, so / roll however many, whatever your agility is, D4s, and then K. You have to type out actual roll / roll, like 2D4 K1. Or you can cut and paste it from the character sheet. 2, it's not going well. You've collected a bunch of twigs and little bits of, bark and stuff, but it's not turning into anything. The weaving of it is harder than you anticipated.
I formed them into a language that I know because that's what I know.
Can you just go through one of the windows or something? It's not really grassy in here.
Basket weaving.
Open one of the
Yeah.
windows. Maybe they just mow in.
Fortunately, Grandma did not teach me back her basket weaving, so and I didn't pay attention enough.
Alright, the local tries to catch a rabbit at some point, but fails.
And sorry, what's the K1 adding to your roll there, just for?
So the K1 is telling us to keep the highest roll. So,
Okay.
because everybody's been rolling one dice, doesn't matter, but see, when I rolled it to give you a 2 and a 4, and the 4 is bold, and the 4 is the final answer.
So keep the highest. And what? So is it 2 for low so that's disadvantage based, or that's advantage basically?
Yeah, which is how everything in the game works, right? It's
Right,
dice
okay.
pool, so you always keep whatever the highest roll is.
Gotcha.
Alright, another long day's trek ahead of you. Any goals for the day, or just gonna deal with it?
Looking for that rock.
That rock.
Excuse me there, Catherine. You mind if I join you in trying to? I think you're making some rope over there.
Yeah, I was trying.
Maybe we could put our heads together.
Okay.
All right.
I keep doing what I was doing. I strip them off and I hand them to Jeff's character.
Alright.
I'm trying to fix what he started already to build on it, or to whatever I think needs to happen to make it rope.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So crafts is agility, which is 4d4, so I think I can do 1d10.
Perhaps it's supposed to be dexterity. I think that was the thing that was broken.
Is it?
The dexterity skills were getting.
That's
to
right.
agility.
Yeah, it should be dexterity. You're right.
Okay.
That's my bad.
So my dexterity is 2, so it's 2d. So I could do a d6.
Or a d6. But this shouldn't be very hard. We'll say this is tricky, which is a 4.
All right, and it's r/1d6, and that should do it.
Yep. Sorry. /roll 1d6.
I never actually had to do it this way before.
Fair enough.
For my other game, I just put them into different.
I freaking knew it.
Well, we've had several rolls, but we have had no success.
I think
I'm taking inspiration from what they're doing. Reed's going to give up looking for the rock, and instead he's going to start looking for a stick or a piece of wood or a branch that would be could make a. I don't want to alarm the guard, so I want to look for something that I could plausibly pass off as like a walking stick, but in reality is a club.
Okay. I was going to say quarterstaff or, a club. Okay.
Yeah, so and particularly keep an eye for some nice sturdy wood, something I could also use like a lever,
All right. It'd be another sight check, I suppose. I don't think it'll be terribly hard to find a stick in the woods, though. We'll call that easy. See if we can pass something. Easy as a 2.
Okay, easy as a 2.
Yeah, we've seen hundreds of them.
My sight is 1, and it's a D8, right?
Success. Okay, so we can actually say that since it was a 2, you got a 7. That's a +5. And the +5 is, just get check my success table here, is an exceptional success. You find a stick that would very much make a nice club.
All right, having found it, I'll do what I can as we walk along to start improving against club ability. I'm very big and strong, so hopefully I can move some of the bark and break up some of the little bits and generally craft a little bit.
Yeah.
Go to roll my crafting.
Please. Do you have an appropriate specialty? Clubsmith? Okay, yeah, I'll buy that for $1. So get one more dice.
I got extra. So it would be one more. So it would be dexterity, right? To craft. So I get to add 1 dice because my specialty counts. Is that how?
Because it's specialty, yeah.
Okay, so I get cool. So I get 6. Roll 4d.
I'll say that turning this into a club with no tools is tricky, which is a 4. Miller, you rolled a d8. No, we did that already.
It's / right? Okay, put 4. Or then you have to put a space. That's right.
/ roll.
/ R 48.
K1.
K1. There we go.
A 7. I said the challenge is 4. So that's a +3, which is... Alright, a 4 is a marginal success. By the end of the day, you have crafted a poor club. Which won't really matter. It'll break easier or something.
I suppose I could use the chain or the cuff of the irons to sort of, part of what my person is almost as a tool. It's like as a hard piece of metal.
Yeah, that's true. That would help a little. Oh, sorry. What else were we doing? Were we trying to do the rope again over there? Or did I do that?
No, I think we gave up as of now.
Okay. But yeah, we got another 1, right? Okay.
Yeah, because it was a double fail.
Nice. So many fails.
We both get sharp slivers from the pieces of wood.
Awesome.
All right. So the end of your full day's march, you're a day and a half in now. About stop for another camp.
If we're stopping again, this time I'm going to be smarter and I'm going to try and fake being asleep until it's down to the 1 guard. And then I'm going to try and sneak up near the sleeping guard's pack.
Interesting. Okay. Sure. So I suppose stealth? To sneak up on a not terribly attentive guard in the night? Well, this sounds, I don't know, tricky?
For some reason my stealth is not coming up in my menu for my roll.
Do you have stealth?
I believe so. Let me look. No, I don't.
I'd explain it.
That would very much so explain it. Alright, well, this got more dangerous. Cool.
It must be agility, though, so at least you get a lot of dice.
True. So what, it's D4 if it's untrained?
Yes. And the challenge rating is 4, so up to you if you want to increase that to 6s or something else.
Yeah, I will go up to 6.
6? How do you get 66s? You have a
I don't know.
7? You can't have a 7 in a stat. Possible.
You are correct. I do not have a 7.
Four.
I'm just doing your. That's directly out of your thing, so I'm not sure why it would give me a 7. Yeah, my agility only says it's a 5.
Your agility's a 5. That's already a lot. I don't know. I'd have to look at your sheet, which I'll do between sessions.
So let me see. That should be simple enough to fix. Should be a D6 K1. Let's do that.
All right. The +2 is a normal success. You manage to sneak around to the guard's bag while he's keeping a half-assed watch.
Cool. Do I want to rifle through it a bit and see if I can find anything that might benefit our future survival. A tinder, a knife, anything like that.
It's like pretty much anything, yeah.
Pretty much anything. It has to be subtle enough that I think I will get away with stealing it.
So there are rations, but, you know, you guys have been eating them as you go. Yeah. And he'd probably notice if he had no rations when he turned back. And there are... I wouldn't think he would keep too much in his bag like that. Yeah, probably a tinder box, flint and steel. His bedroll's probably laid out. Some rope. It wouldn't be a fancy game if you didn't carry around rope.
True.
What else would you carry on you? Like a blanket, water skin, a cup, flask.
A map.
No map. That's why we got a guard. I mean, a guide.
Some extra clothing, maybe?
Yeah, probably
I'm
some.
going to steal the flint and steel.
You have stolen a flint and steel.
Then I will go back and lay down and, after secreting it somewhere on my body, go to sleep.
Right, nobody's going anywhere till I get my flint and steel. Just put it on the desk, and nobody will get in trouble.
Since it's our last day together, I've decided to make us a special breakfast. Now, where's my...
Pretty sure I saw Reed had it.
You probably got like a 1 in 3 that he needs in every night, but we've only got 2 more days. Maybe even less, actually. This is what? This is 1.5, so you got another 1.5. Alright, okay. Next morning we head out for another day. It's a mighty big stick you got there, big fella. It's one of the guards.
I gotta take the weight off my knees, man. This is not made for walking.
Fair enough.
I promise not to club anyone with it.
I wasn't really worried about it until you said it, but that's alright.
Don't worry, these would be plenty good. Waves the giant fist wrap.
Falls a couple steps back.
Not that I would ever do such a thing.
Law-abiding citizens like you, of course not, right? Yeah. Just them bloody Imperials who framed everyone, from what I understand.
Quite.
Except you're the murderer. Go keep an eye on you. Alright, they'll just trek another day.
When we're like 3 hours out from our last stop, I'm going to try and get some deception going.
Ooh.
Springs to mind, you gentlemen remembered to grab that flint box from on the edge of the campfire before we left, right?
What are you talking about?
The flint and steel that you had just laying on the ground? You grabbed that before we left, right? We're not going to be...
I've got mine. I didn't even take mine out.
Miserable.
Must have it. Well, let's take a look. Stop. The guy who, actually lit the fire last night checks his pack. And you got a 1 in 3 chance. That's the right guy. Let's see. 1d3. If you get a 3, it's him. The other guard checks his pack. It's here. We're good.
Because we've been getting ones.
That's lucky. I swear I saw one, but I mean, I'm the first to admit I'm not a morning person, so. The eyes are groggy, otherwise I would have thought to grab it myself.
They're not worried about it. They trek on.
Me either.
Can me and or Katran make another attempt at making rope?
Sure. Alright. Discarding your earlier work, you try again.
Sure.
Maybe this kind of grass would... Yeah, this kind of grass. That's working.
Yeah, I think we said this was hard, right?
Woohoo!
Which is...
I don't think that's good, though. Is that good enough?
I think a hard is a 6.
Good.
Yeah, hard is 6. It's a marginal success. Over the course of the day, you managed to weave a low-quality rope.
How long is that rope?
Probably not terribly long. 5 feet, maybe.
We call it 2 meters. So 2 meters of questionable rope?
Sounds good.
Okay.
2 meters homemade rope.
Rope made from grass.
Should be
There
good
we
as
go.
long as you don't put too much weight on it. But why would you do that with rope?
The things I would
This
use
rope is
for.
strictly decorative.
I remember Mike saying something about wanting the game to be hard.
Congrats, Mike. Now you're gonna have nothing but tough checks. I prefer my games particularly easy, and my character is heroic.
Right.
I'll go back to looking for my cuff rock now that I fashioned my stick.
Okay, get another shot.
I can use it to poke rocks as I go. See a likely suspect underneath a branch, or another rock. What was it? Sorry, was it? It's sight. Ooh.
I'm afraid not. You go rockless again. Is a marginal failure. I think. Is
Yeah.
it a marginal failure?
Yeah.
This is, oh wait, 2, 4 minus 2 is -2. Oh, it's normal failure, yeah. So no, you just don't find one. So you've been traveling at a normal pace, and you have a day and a half to go, so this time the guards decide that we're going to travel at a fast pace, because they want to get to the end so they can turn back, because they've still got to get back before their group leaves. The group's only there for a week, they've told you. At some point, they've let spill. Spring levy's only a week. 3 days out, 3 days back. If we hustle, we might make the last day, get the feast.
Fingers crossed for you, gentlemen.
I mean, don't hurry too hard. I mean, just imagine if you haul ass the whole way there and you miss the festival anyway. Just take a reasonable pace.
That's a downer. Let's hope that doesn't happen, eh?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to juju you on your walk back.
Yes. How terribly misfortunate they are to return to society and have lives after this walk. Bastards.
Well, that big bastard says something about you getting your life back if you spend a year at it, eh? So, says something.
Right.
I'm rooting for you. Hopefully next year. See you again. It'll all be good. Buy you a pint.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do for not trying to kill me while we're out here.
You know, some of us really
Exactly
will
right.
be murderers of the 20, right?
Or, you know,
Save
maybe I
those
won't
the
come
odds.
next year. Maybe it won't matter. Somebody else will take the job.
Well, all the best.
So, with your extra travel, you get a little tireder. But you do get there by the end of the day. You have to turn into the forest in the last third of your day. And you start trekking through. It is a wild and untamed place. There's, strange flora and fauna. But let's see. Let's make a check and see if you get a random encounter. It could happen. Say if you get a 6, something bad happens. No, you're good. So they get to your location, and it's starting to get dark. And the local man says, "Right, this is the place. This is where we had discussed it earlier. So I guess this is where the marshal wants you guys to make your base. It's kind of a clearing. Not too much going on here. Just a clearing in the trees." Slightly elevated, which is nice.
I mean, it's all forest, right? One spot's as good as any other.
We don't get any axe or anything? Hatchet? Make a shelter with?
I don't know. The guards are like, "Well, he didn't give us any axe to give to you, so I guess not."
I thought we were all becoming so chummy. Surely you don't want your newfound friends to be stuck out here without anything to help them with any kind of survival?
I'm just doing my job. I don't get a whole bunch of extra axes in my pay, If I had
I was
spare
about to-
axes, I'd give them to you.
I was about to say, I've been accused of supply mismanagement, but you clearly have no idea how much an axe goes.
I
We're not
honestly
gonna
do.
axe, so give us up.
I actually do have no idea what an axe goes for. You're absolutely right.
Probably your salary for these assholes.
Present thought.
Is there like a knife or something you could give us? Something that's not too expensive?
Somebody could try and persuade the guards if you want. See how charming you can be.
I'll try and persuade them.
Or the local. Choose who you want to try and chat up.
While you guys all do this, I just start putting rocks in a circle to build a fire.
Yeah, so that would be dominate, I guess?
You can intimidate them into it. Like, sure would be a shame if something were to happen to you on the way back. Better give me a knife.
I should do that. It's a better roll.
I feel like that's going to be a challenge unless you can find some sort of non-threatening way to try and get them to give you a weapon.
Okay. Say, look, I'm not exactly a peasant. You've heard my name, right? Greystream? Maybe if you help me out once I'm out of here, see you again, maybe I'll be buying you a little more than an ale. Maybe your family gets a nicer place to live.
Let's see how dumb these guys are. Villager has no chance. One of the guards is like, "Wait, Greystream? Like the Greystreams from whatever your place is?
Thornvale.
From Thornvale? No way. We got a genuine lord amongst us. Look at this."
You.
Rassy pays attention.
No, the man's got a point.
I'm just saying, a metal implement would surely help me survive, and, Gray Streams are known to be an honorable bunch.
Well, I mean, I got a dagger. It's not as good as, like, a hatchet or something. Suppose I could part with it. Gives you a dagger.
Thank you, my good sir. This will only be for a year. When I see you again, this dagger I will return.
Ah, that's mighty kind of you, Lord. Hopefully, hopefully you're here next year to get it, and it'll go well.
Thank you. Well done discharging your duties so well and bringing us here.
If anyone else is feeling generous, as you can probably tell, my food requirements are somewhat higher than the average person. So if anyone could throw me an extra loaf of bread or something, I'd really owe you one.
You have any sort of persuasion?
So can I just do like one? Can I just do like D4?
Yeah, do a D4. I'll put it at a 3.
D4. And what is that? What?
They're pretty chummy.
What skill would that? What?
Must be something like a persuasion, isn't there?
Oh, I guess it would probably be like spirit.
Ultimately, if there's nothing else. Looking at my skills, there's dominate, there's public speaking.
Dominate is demon, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
Although I have the same demon spirit.
But that's trying to, like, intimidate.
Smooth talking is spirit.
Smooth talking, I suppose.
Smooth talking. Yeah, there you go.
Smooth talking is persuasion. And...
Right.
Smooth talking.
So I got. Oh, sorry. I should have done
4. All right. The villager says, "Yeah. Well, you guys are gonna be here a while, so yeah. I'll probably pick up something on the way back. Haven't been too lucky yet, but there's bound to be something to eat." He gives you an extra ration. Well, an extra, half-day ration.
Thank you so much. I really, really, really do appreciate it. It's consumed immediately.
So, what do you think there? Should we set up camp here? It is getting on. Villager says, no, I think we should make it back to the river. It's dark, but we're just heading out, so we should be able to get back to the river before it's too late. The mood's not bad. All right. They start trekking back into the dark woods. The villager looks less interested in spending the night out here. And so you find yourselves alone. They do give you 2 days rations and a water skin each.
Well,
which is 2 liters, we'll say.
If anyone's planning on doing any murdering, now's the time. Might as well get it out of the way. No takers? Good.
Rasmus, how does murder work where you come from?
I mean, the same as anywhere else in the Empire.
Yes, usually I've encountered many murders. They tend to occur for a reason at a particular time, not because someone calls murder timesy.
Right. You've never been to Carsus.
No, I have not. You look like a man who perhaps is successful at murder timesies, is that?
I'm a duelist. The better duelists are better at keeping people alive than killing them.
Ooh.
He just walks away. She's gonna start looking for some kind of branches, leaved or needled branches that he could use to build some kind of lead-to, like in that Lost in the Woods video they used to show us when we were in elementary school.
Alright. Well, noting the time, at 9:15, we should probably call it there.
Good.
But we're going to start to start.
Check. I want to do one check before we go. I want to see if I'm able to sneak away while they're all talking.
It's like, I want to murder somebody. No, okay. I just want to start a combat.
Timesies.
He said it was time. Okay, stealth to... Okay, so while everybody is talking amongst the 4 of you who are marooned in the woods together, is going to be pretty hard to sneak off without somebody noticing. I guess it would be contested, really. So, you can stealth against everybody's sight.
Exactly.
Alright, so it's a sight roll.
They're going to give you -1 dice, because it's a pretty silly situation.
Where do I find my stealth roll? Can't remember.
Are you trained in stealth?
I think it's my D10, I think, but I'm not sure. Just if I look for it.
Man, no, I'm in Nartok. That's not going to help.
I got a sight roll. Yeah.
Got a 5 to see. Why do you have a D6?
Because I've got 2 in sight, which means 2d4, right?
It's an ability check, so 2d8.
2d8? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Much.
Damn. I'm way better than I thought I was.
Yeah, it's a 2.
Okay. That's what you get. 3. So Reed notices.
So wait, 2d8.
I mean, your 1d6 already did it, so.
Base K? No.
2d8, K1, but yeah. So
K1.
it's an
There we
8.
go.
So yes, and Razius is a 2.
Does that
Oh.
mean he doesn't notice me going?
No, you still win on a 2. It's a marginal success. I guess either way is a
Gotcha.
marginal success.
A test, I say.
Everybody notices you leaving, some more than others.
I'd say I wasn't going to stop you.
I feel like Oris is the one who notices you're trying to sneak, and everybody else just kind of notices you leaving.
If you're planning to walk back to civilization, I'll come with you. I think my chances would be better than staying here.
I'm pretty sure the next time you see any of the guards from that village, they're just going to stick 6 feet of steel through your guts.
Yeah, but what if we just kept going to
Somewhere else.
like 4 villages down,
The Empire
Right.
is everywhere. This is an imperial sentence. The only places not run by the Empire are a veritable nightmare. I'm sorry,
But-
gentlemen, there's nowhere you can go.
We could just go to some Dominion or domain. What do they call it? Dominion or domain or what are they?
Yeah,
Domain?
Dominion, yeah.
Let's go to one of the Dominions. Half of them don't even know how many people live in them. Just blend right in.
We are, of course, in a Dominion, but yeah.
All right, or another Dominion. Like, it's a big empire. They're not keeping that close tabs on everything.
That's how the Empire got
Then
so
again,
big.
that's probably how I got into this situation.
We should go to Karnas. They'll immediately enslave us and put us in the gladiator pits to fight to the death.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
put
it's
the
April. It's
stone
fairly
circle up.
warm. To the
Yeah.
low teens.
So we've got a stone circle so far. We just need to start that fire so we can go to sleep.
Yeah, you can build a fire. Well, you can put together a fire without any issue. I'm not sure how you're going to
And
light
that-
it.
That can be our save point.
I guess one of the magic users can try and light it, or you can use the flint and steel you stole.
I don't know about that.
I feel like something will be revealed, so one way or the other.
If they feel like it.
Or Reed will just start rubbing sticks together. Alright, next time, guys. So I'm thinking, since we've played 2 days in a row, let's not do Thursday, unless people are dying to absolutely do Thursday.
Yeah, that's
Dying,
fair.
we alright? It would be a cyberpunk, because we're missing people.
Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
Yeah, let's skip
Probably
it.
Just take a chill.
We'll be
Sounds
back probably to this on Tuesday next week, because I think Wade's still gone.
Wade's still gone, yeah.
Yeah.
We could do another.
Or cyberpunk, either way.